Hey guys, welcome back to the Time Bomb channel, of course with myself, the Bombardier. Just wanted to start out today with a quick shout out to one of the subscribers, Ian Moore. Ian, you're the winner of the birthday guessing thingy. You were the closest with the wife's choice of a G-Shock, so please do drop me an email and make sure you get that Duro to you. So then on to today's watch. I mentioned this the other day in the video with a quick tease. It's finally arrived. So yeah, I paid I think it was about £220 as a super early bird on Kickstarter for this, but I'm not sure what these will retail at. It's been such a long time. I think it was back summer autumn last year when the campaign launched, so I've been sitting here eagerly awaiting its arrival to share it with you today. It's just it's a genuine unboxing as well. It's all still plastic up, so bear with me. The packaging, the outside packaging is actually really nice. It's like little sunburst design. Then, as you can see, it comes in this really cool bamboo box. Open him up, and then we've got a canvas watch roll inside, where all the good stuff is hiding. So open up the watch roll, again as I say, canvas there obviously within your soft lining. Pocket number one, we've got warranty card over here. Then comes on a tasty green NATO. Own brand beads of rice. And in the last bag we have a couple of solid end links, and then the watch itself. And as you can see then, yeah, still plasticed up. So I'm just going to run through a little bit of background on the watch, and then we're going to pause the video, remove all the plastics and start again. So essentially this is from ALBANY Watches. I believe this is their first watch, and it's called the AMA Diver. And I think AMA means sea woman in Japanese, but don't quote me as I'm not fluent. Back in the 1940s and 50s, a gentleman called Mr. Iwase Yoshiyuki took a series of photographs to document the historic tradition of pearl diving in Japan. And he clearly captured a part of history and made it famous around the world. Sorry, but I've taken the liberty of editing the photos there just to ensure that YouTube leaves the channel in peace. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is just pause the video there and get all of these unnecessary plastics off so we can have a look at the watch together. Alright, so back again. So yeah, the watch in all of its freshness. Kind of nice to be able to sort of rip the plastics off a brand new watch, especially one as unique as this one. Alright, so as I was just referencing the photos of the pearl divers there, basically, other than the name of the watch being AMA Diver, there's also reference to the divers on the back. So if you're offended by steel engravings, please look away now, because on the back then we have an engraved image, that last photo of one of the free diving ladies. Wonderful homage tribute to them and their connection to the ocean for hundreds and hundreds of years, and what better place to see them celebrated than on a retro dive watch. Alright, so let's kick off with some specs. So we're looking at 40 mils across. It's then 48 mils top to bottom, and about 12.5 mils in depth. Obviously it's all 316 stainless steel. We've got AR coated sapphire on top, and we then have a 120 click bezel, no 70s or 90s as we've seen recently. And additionally, I hope the camera's going to pick it up, but you've got a sapphire insert on the bezel also. The bezel then is about 0.5 mil to 1 mil larger than the case size, allowing a little bit of overhang in order for you to get purchase on the bezel. And let's have a listen to it. Yeah, super positive. Yeah, hours of fun there. Lines up absolutely perfectly, and there's zero movement in it at all. It's absolutely solid. Top marks there for that. I had opted for the stretch goal of the stainless steel bezel, As I thought it looked stunning, but Brett, the creator of the guy behind Albany, had apologised to everyone that COVID had interfered so much with production that they'd had to cancel that option. So I'm hoping as things return to normal, he can start looking at adding those, supplementary bezels, because I think it would really, really frame that dial very, very nicely. And yeah, the dial, it's quite a special dial. So we've got a sunburst blue, then with this turquoisey pale blue on the minute track. Now, you forgive me, I'm not sure if that's a crane or a cormorant for the logo. No, you can't see it because it's underneath the minute hand. Sorry, let me just shift it out of the way. There we go. So we got, as I say, I'm not sure what kind of bird. I think crane or cormorant, but it looks pretty cool. Check out another favourite thing of mine on the watch is that harpoon seconds hand. It's just brilliant, nice and unique, and it reaches all the way into that minute track. Obviously, as you can see from the dial, then we're looking at 300 meters of watery goodness, which is great because what they haven't had to do then is compensate by making the watch, like 15, 16 mils deep. We've got Swiss Luminova BWG9 in dollops everywhere. It looks delicious, and it will look like this. Again, I've just taken it out of the plastic, so you'll have to trust the marketing photo here. The crown then is screwed down and also signed again with our bird. It's 7 mils, so it's quite nice in size. The lugs are 20 mils. Not my preferred option, but clearly it fits with the overall size of the case. And again, you can really see the quality of the finishing inside there. I mean, stunning job, absolutely stunning job. In addition, for quick changes on the side, we've got drilled lugs, as I mentioned at the beginning. So it came on this branded NATO. I'm not sure if I would use this because I'm not 100% convinced that colorway works. But anyway, I might give it a test and see what it looks like. But what we do have then is this additional beads of rice, the Albany beads of rice. I mean, what a better option, for a retro diver than to wear it on something as classic as this. I think it really adds to that retro vibe I mentioned as well. So then we've got the solid end links here. We've got micro adjusts, and then these are screw-in links as well, which personally I prefer. You can give them a good tighten. Signed clasp also. Let me just open it up. It's still quite stiff because it's very, very new, obviously not connected to the watch. But you can see in here, I am super impressed with the finishing. Very, very, very well done. Attention to detail is fantastic. Top marks, absolutely top marks. Other little detail that I picked up on just as I was unwrapping there. So you can see he's got these lovely chamfered edges on the sides there. Get great minor, attention to detail. Really, really do like that. Back to the watch head. Buzzing away on the inside, we have a Miyota 9039, which is going to give you around 42 hours of power reserve. It's quite a newish movement. I think it replaced another one, which was the one with a date option. This is then 24 joules. It's winding and hacking, of course, and you'll see it in quite a few other micro brands, but not limited to Richard Legrand, Marlowe, Traska, and some of the Smiths, but not this Smiths. Weight-wise, talking of the Smiths, this watch with the strap is a little bit heavier than the Smiths. And I was sort of, as I say, because I haven't had it out of the package yet, the one that I can find it closest to would be the MM200. So the watch then came on Kickstarter in 3 different colorways. There was the matte black dial, the pearl dial, and then the blue that I chose. The only thing that I was sort of surprised by when I opened up the box is that the depth or the strength of the turquoisey aspect on the watch in real life. Because if you look back at the black dial, you can see that turquoisey minute track, and it's quite strong. But on the blue, it appeared a lot darker. Maybe again it's just because of the photography, or maybe again because COVID got in the way of production. But the only reason that I do mention it is that you do get quite a lot of distortion, and it really does. I mean, if you look at it there, it really does frame that blue. For my personal taste, a little bit too much. It almost dominates that dark blue. And I think if it was just a little less, pale blue, it would, I don't know, maybe it would contribute better, or maybe it works really well. Anyway, what do you guys think? I'm going to pop a link down below to the Albany Watch website. I did have a look yesterday, and it might be that they're doing a web redesign because there's only a subscribe option to a newsletter, no option to purchase. But again, I'm guessing that having just mailed out all of these new ones, they're probably preparing the store or doing something like that. I think Brett is a subscriber to the channel, so hopefully he'll be able to sort of drop us a few comments down below. And just to reiterate, I have absolutely no links whatsoever to Albany Watches, and I purchased this via Kickstarter and happy to produce the receipt if people want to get shirty. Okay, so to close then, I think probably what I am going to do is a follow-up review of the watch at some stage, as I say, because fresh out of the box, these are only my first opinions, and I'd like to be able to give you a little bit more feedback, which is not so fresh out of the box when I've had it on wrist for a couple of weeks. So in conclusion, for the price that I paid for this, I mean, I'm super stoked. I think it's punching way above its weight in specs and build quality, design, and as I say, I think moreover, the diver micro brand world at the moment is kind of swamped, isn't it, with lots of retro divers. So I'm super happy that this AMA diver brings something a little bit unique to the table while still maintaining that very retro appeal. Alright guys, that's a wrap for today. Thanks as always for your view, and look forward to reading your comments down below. And of course, until next time, this is your host, the Bombardier, signing off. Cheers guys.